Why do lesbians use dildos?
Wait, what?
You know what I mean? Think about it.
Okay.
You're lesbians and you're into women, but you're still using an inanimate object that looks like a dick.
I mean, they could use like cucumbers, but that also looks like a dick.
But it goes back to the base of it. It's still an appendage going inside you.
Yeah, that's true. Well, because I mean, realistically, anything that penetrates is most likely gonna have to be shaped that way, right? Naturally.
But then we can go deeper into that. Like, what about steaks, right? Vegans will try so hard to replicate a steak.
Yeah.
Like there's many ways. There's a way you can do it with a watermelon. There's ones you can do with the eggplant, jackfruit, watermelon. Jackfruit's more for like chicken. Mushrooms and jackfruit are like used for good for chicken.
Mm-hmm.
Replicating chicken and shit.
So you're saying, why do people overly complicate the simple process?
It's not that they're complicated. It's the thought of it. Like, if you really want to be vegan or vegetarian, right? Why do you want to replicate it to be meat?
What's up, guys? Welcome back to WAKU Radio. Today we have a pretty funny episode. We just discuss all types of stuff. We're talking about Dragon Factory controversy here in Las Vegas and a couple other topics. Stay tuned. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video. Follow us on Instagram, Spotify, YouTube, TikTok, and
in a bustling office space, a group of employees is gathered around a conference table, brainstorming ideas for a new video ad.
All right, team. We need a killer script for our sponsor, WAKUPrints.com. Any ideas?
Oh, how about we start with the video sponsored by WAKUPrints.com. Are you tired of wearing the same old boring shirts? Well, perk up because WAKUPrints.com has got your back.
Ooh, I like that. How about we add a little bit of humor? Like, are you tired of people mistaking you for a walking billboard? Spice up your wardrobe with WAKUPrints.com. Let your clothes do the talking.
Ooh, nice one. Let's keep the humor going. How about, do you dream of starting your own TV empire or t-shirt empire, but your wallet is as empty as your laundry basket? Fear not, because WAKUPrints.com is here to save the day.
Brilliant! Let's not forget the irresistible offer. Head over to WAKUPrints.com and order your gang sheets with thousands of free designs. Plus, sign up for our newsletter and get 15% off your first order. It's like getting paid to be stylish.
Perfect. I can already see the orders flooding in. Now, who's up for some coffee and high fives?
Do you know what's so sad about what's going on in Vegas? Talking about like Asian community, what you're mentioning. There was a TikTok that was posted by a local right here in Vegas, right?
My family and I were racially harassed, followed, and had objects thrown at us at Umami Sushi, and the management did nothing to stop this. We were seated in a booth in front of 6 white people, and as I was sitting down, one of them threw an ice cube at my hair. During this time, I decided not to escalate anything. However, one of the servers was bringing out food for their table and saw that they threw a used wet napkin at us. We complained to that server, and they said that there was nothing that they can do for us. The harassment kept going on. They kept trying to talk to us. They called us the R slur, and then they also threw more ice cubes and a chopstick wrapper at us. Then my cousin went to go to the bathroom, and 4 of them stood up and followed her to the bathroom and started banging on her door. As she was leaving the bathroom, they started saying random Korean words to her, which is just blatantly racist. One of the patrons who was waiting for the bathroom came up to us after the fact and checked in on us to make sure that we were okay because the managers were doing actually nothing. By this point, we have already escalated the situation to 3 different staff members, and one of them told us to calm down. And we wanted to leave because we lost our appetite, the management wasn't doing anything, and we barely ate any of our food. And we asked, since we didn't eat most of the food, is it okay if we don't pay? But they did not let us leave until we paid the $200, which had auto gratuity. After we left, the group of them followed me and 2 of my cousins to the car, asking for where the person who they caused to give an anxiety attack is. We didn't respond, we got back into our car, and we're just honestly horrified that this whole situation happened. Now, of course, I ultimately blame the people who are harassing us, but being silent when you have the power to stop something from happening is complacency. Now, I am begging you to please boycott Umami Sushi and any restaurant owned by Dragon Factories.
Either they had to be drunk, or 2, why would you go to an Asian restaurant when you know you're gonna, you know what I mean? It doesn't make sense to me. Something doesn't add up.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
I don't condone it. Don't get me wrong. It's just,
It's weird.
it's just, you know,
It's a fishy story.
It's a fishy story.
Well, I don't think it's fishy. I think maybe there's a lot of information that's being left out. You know what I mean? Like it's not all there. Like okay, I hate videos like this because it makes me feel like she's being a victim.
Yeah.
Like it's like a victim like angle. It's like, oh,
Right.
they did this to me, blah blah blah. Because there's so many questions that I asked myself when I was listening to this. Why didn't anybody else stand up for it?
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
But like, let's assume it's true, right? If it's true that if her story is true and it does come to like, let it come to fruition, right? Whatever. The fact that the restaurant didn't do anything, that's just crazy to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
There's so many ways, there's so many solutions you could have went with it. You could have gave him the free meal that she was talking about. And then, like I said, there's so many angles, like Truth, you were saying earlier, right? They could have been the people like, oh, they didn't like the food, so they made up a crazy story. But at the same time, I'm going to assume that's true for now.
Right.
Until more stuff comes out. It's just, to me, it's like, I feel like it could have been handled better if it is true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Oh, that's crazy to me. And like the list of the places they own, I love those places. So,
Well, you know,
especially in Vegas.
Yeah, realistically, I don't know, man. A lot, maybe it's like corporate greed, but realistically, like I don't think this has to do anything with the owners. This has to do with the staff, and like legitly, right? Let's. I really want. When have you been to a restaurant recently where the staff is like amazing? Like these fucking places, they turn and churn employees left and right. Like it's constantly replacing people. So you're gonna get shit fucking people
because it's like lower wage.
Yeah.
So yeah, most times they depend on tips.
Yeah. It's fucking. I don't know.
But yeah, I mean, I agree.
I don't know, but I don't know, man. That's a pretty big accusation.
That's a really big accusation.
Yeah. Now the question is the restaurant actually going to release this fucking tapes? Because if it does, because they have to have security cameras, right? So
they could. But isn't there like a policy where like for people's privacy, you can't just disclose it unless, right?
No.
Or surveillance, unless there was like a crime or something.
If you come into my establishment and there's disclosure, there's signs that say there's fucking cameras
being recorded.
Yeah, there's surveillance on, because dude, it's the 21st fucking century.
Right.
It's the 2024. Everybody has fucking cameras.
Right.
Right? I'm sure somebody fucking recorded it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's no policy that says, oh, you can't release this. No, dude, you came into my private establishment. I can release whatever the fuck I want to release. You know what I mean?
See, the only thing I have with this is like, if you're gonna come with an accusation like that and stuff, like at least have some type of proof to like support your stance. You know, I mean, but if people really were throwing ice and stuff, like wouldn't you record it? Like be like, look at these fools doing, like,
right?
Yeah.
Can you guys please stop?
Right.
And then you have it on footage, like you tell them to stop. And then after that, I mean, you're ready to,
But this is also a big problem too, right? Because like people depend too much solely on just because, I get it. People are introverted, extroverted, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you have an accountability where you need to fucking stand up for yourself.
That's
you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
You can't just expect other staff to defend you. And I'm not knocking her down if it's true, right? But, this is one of the reasons why mental health is such like a big problem because people don't know how to fucking defend themselves. You know what I mean? People don't know how to word their shit, or they don't know how to express it.
Yeah.
Like it's in that situation, I do agree. I think the staff should have handled it a little bit better, but at the same time, me as a patron in a restaurant, if someone was to do that to me, I'm not gonna wait for the staff to come save my life.
Yeah.
Of course I'm gonna bring it to a staff's attention, like, hey, by the way, these guys keep interrupting my dinner with my family.
Yeah.
If they continue to do this and you don't do anything to stop this, we're gonna have an issue in this place.
Right.
And whatever happens from there is on you guys. That's what that's legitimately what I would tell them,
Sure.
Like, people don't stand up for themselves. You need to stand up for yourself. People only, like, even if you're scared, still stand up for yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, at a professional level, when you're running a business, makes sense.
Yeah.
But that also shows you, like, look at everything that's being robbed, that like these super box stores right now, and nobody can stop them, right? They don't even let the employees stop them because it could become a liability.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's the same thing. What happens if the fucking, these patrons now attack the waiters because they're trying to stop this whole thing, right? It becomes a liability on their part. So I don't know the whole workings of Dragon House and how it works. I don't know if these dudes were fucking scary or what, but
I mean, a woman and probably 2 her female cousins, maybe like
yeah,
white men. I mean, I would assume, you know,
yeah.
they could be intimidating, especially for a woman.
Okay, realistically, if you were at a restaurant, this went down, would you think you would step in, or would you mind your own business?
If they were like fighting and stuff like that.
No, they weren't. I mean,
Oh, no, they weren't fighting.
There's levels to it, right? Because you kind of have to gauge each situation. You don't know what everybody's crazy these days. You don't know
if they have a gun.
Yeah, you don't know if they have a gun. But at the same time, I do believe I would say something. But at the same time, it's like you have to like kind of weigh your options. Like, is this something that can be handled? Like, wait, if they can handle themselves. If not, then you have to think about like who's with you, right? Let's say you're with your family. I don't want to be involved in a situation where it might what's it called?
Yeah.
Hurt my family.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Let's say you have kids.
Yeah.
You're just setting yourself up for failure. Especially if you have like 4 fucking dudes. I mean, it's not going to be pretty. There's going to be cops involved. There's going to be violence. There's going to be definitely going to be an altercation.
That's true.
But then you have to take into account like, what if your kid jumps in? You know, then you have another problem.
Yeah.
It just adds more fucking problems.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And I'm a firm believer. Like, try to do your best to de-escalate it, but don't go guns blazing. And then like, I'm not saying just guns in general, but just don't go blazing into it and like saying like, oh, you know what? Be a hero.
Yeah. Don't be a fucking hero.
Don't be a fucking hero.
Yeah. But I mean, you know, I don't know. A lot of things in that story kind of don't really add up.
Yeah.
You know, something like I just don't personally see people. All right. So this is an Asian restaurant, right? So like if you were going to go with like Asian hate type thing, why would a bunch of white guys go to an Asian restaurant to go eat if they hate Asians?
Yeah.
Well, she did state she was called the Arsler, which is pretty much Down syndrome. So it's like,
Guys, sometimes I just feel like I can't get bitches anymore, bro. You know? And I think it's because I just got shitty ass clothes.
You should go to wakuprince.com. They're giving 15% off if you subscribe to their email list.
Really? Do I get bitches?
Sure.
I was thinking like, you know, like chink or something.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know.
I mean,
this story is just, I just don't have enough details.
you know what I mean? I need, it's only one perspective.
I don't know, man. The other thing is Asian people aren't confrontational.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's our culture, you know?
Yeah. I mean, dude, realistically.
But honestly, we need to be, because a lot of shit.
No. She's Filipino. It's different.
She's Filipino?
Yeah.
Oh, she's Korean.
Her last name is Santos.
Oh, God damn it.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Well, this whole subject is scrapped.
Just kidding. No, you're right.
But Filipinos, I know for sure, are way more confrontational than any other Asian race. Like China. Shut the fuck up.
No, it's true. Shit, bro.
See, look at that. He just got super confrontational as soon as I said that.
I've met some confrontational ass Vietnamese, Cambodians, Laos. They're hella confrontational, especially Vietnamese. I'll give you the fucking example right now. Dude. Okay, look,
Someone's fired up.
Back in my karaoke days, right? I went to a Vietnamese fucking, and they were, hands down, they were amazing, right? Because, you know, back in the day, we're just, how do I say this without? Anyways, yeah, I'm going to a Vietnamese karaoke party, and 2 of the girls were like, they said, oh, like, what's your race? And then once I said Filipino, they had the most audacious fucking like response to me, like, ugh, brother, ugh. I'm like, what the fuck is that supposed to mean? You know what? I'm gonna go back to my Vietnamese friend over here, Fung, and I'm gonna have a good old party and shit.
Yeah.
And it's just like, bruh, I don't know, bro. I think all Asians are confrontational. I think.
No, yeah, I think you're right. I think Vietnamese people are very confrontational. Yeah. Okay.
Especially Laos too, and Cambodians. They can be.
Cambodians are gangsters. So
yeah, and Lao people too.
I feel like Asian women are very
confrontational.
Confrontational, yeah.
Or maybe
especially like AGBs.
ABGs.
What is it? ABGs? AGBs?
What's AGBs?
America's Got Talent, dude. AGT.
You know, especially AGTs, you know?
I'm sweating right now. Dude, I'm so.
Anyways. No, but like, yeah, ABGs are American,
Fuck, dude.
like they're Americanized.
Yeah.
I think once you have an Americanized Asian, that's when we start becoming a little bit more confrontational. Because the fact of like we have to stand up for ourselves. There's a lot of there's a lot of racism growing up, a lot of bullying and stuff like that. And I think naturally, I think girls are gonna be more vocal about it. You know, they get bitchy and then they get vocal. Like we all know how Asian girls are, right?
Yeah, they start shit for no reason. I think they put themselves in the worst situations. I think.
You think so?
Yeah, dude. Every time I've been out with a large Asian group, there's always some type of involvement with like drama, dude. Asian women. I mean, honestly,
you're right.
I think it's all women, but in a sense, for our community, I feel like there's a lot of toxicity with our community. Like it just never ends. I feel like
there's a lot of toxicity in every community.
Yeah,
I know. But when you put a bunch of us together,
I think that happens with any group of people you put together.
I mean,
you throw a bunch of white dudes together, they get rowdy. Bunch of Asian dudes together, they get rowdy. Bunch of black dudes together, they get rowdy.
Yeah,
I think it's just a group mentality thing.
Yeah,
I think it's alcohol, but
that's probably alcohol. Yeah,
but who do you think would win in a fight? A Filipino girl or a Vietnamese girl?
Oh, that's hard. When you say Vietnamese, like a legit like fresh out the boat Vietnamese girl.
No, like an ABG, like an ABG Filipina or like an ABG Vietnamese.
I feel like the Filipino girl has more grit, but the Vietnamese girl has more violence.
Like more crazy.
She's crazy as fuck. I mean, don't get me wrong, Filipino women are crazy. It's just, I don't know, man. There's just something about those fresh out the boat, like East Asians. Or wait, no, we're both Southeast Asian, right? But like, for Vietnamese,
you guys are more like Pacific Islanders, though, right?
Yeah, so, but I'm gonna stop the whole debate with that. We're still considered Southeast Asians.
You guys,
right?
But you guys have Hispanic blood.
Yeah, but like we're still Asian.
You know what group of Asians?
And I'm Filipino, so it's like.
You know what group of Asians throw me off? That I keep forgetting they're Asian. Indians.
Oh,
yeah, Indians.
You really think you really forget that they're Asian?
Yeah, I don't know. I just think they're more like like Middle Eastern or Pakistani. Like more like that's what I thought. But I just keep forgetting. Like, oh yeah, Indian is Asian. Like they're Asian content.
Well, technically, Russia is too.
Russia, and also if you believe it or not, technically, Jerusalem is part of like what do they call it? East Indonesia. I forgot.
Yeah,
Google. You have to Google it. But
what is it?
Jerusalem, like in
Jewish people.
Yeah.
They're not like your typical like what you would think about like Asian people, right? But they're still part of. They're not exactly in the Middle East, but they're in like kind of like how like Persians were used to be. You know what I'm talking about? Like that's why Indians are still Asian and all that. Yeah. They're still part of that. The whole central.
Yeah, so it's located in part of the Asian continent. It's like like I said, it's like Russia.
Yeah, Russia.
Yeah,
it's Eurasia. You know what I mean? So like a lot of people don't think about it, but really Russians are white Asians.
Yeah.
That's really what it is. And then you have what is it? Kazakhstan. Yeah, because that's also Asian.
Yeah,
Uzbekistan too.
Yeah, but no one ever really talks about like the north of China stuff, right? Like Russia, and then all the other white Asians out there, but they're Asian.
Yeah.
And then Indians are just like dark Middle Eastern Asians, realistically. But it's crazy. Remember when we were in Thailand? I didn't realize how close Thailand was to India right there. And then how many like how crossed and mixed they are.
Well, if you think about it, Thailand is pretty much like Mexico for Indians.
Yeah, that's true.
It's pretty much their Mexico.
And Australian people.
Yeah.
That's like their vacation spot.
Yeah.
But you know what? I recently found this out. Russia loves going to Vietnam as their Mexico.
Really?
Yeah, they treat like the northern, because it's really, really nice in northern Vietnam. It's really, really nice there. So they treat it like their vacation destination. So a lot of Russian people go and hang out.
Yeah.
Because they can't go to China. China's like south of them, right? So you can't really enter China like that. So you have to go to Vietnam, which is a really nice spot. I would love to just do like a video series in northern Vietnam and probably like to the border of Mexico, China, and then go up to Russia. That'd be sick.
Dude, that'd be dope. I know inflation's hurting definitely a lot of places. So did you ever hear that thing about California's proposing and shit? with the EVs.
Oh yeah, the fucking. Are you talking about the mileage per charge?
Yeah, so now they're trying to what are they trying to do? They're taxing.
They want to charge you 50 cents per mile or something if you drive.
Yeah, because they're losing all the money. A lot of the buyers who are buying EV vehicles are in California, and the money that they were making from people who were driving gasoline cars it's getting less, it's decreasing or something. The Valuetainment may have made a video about
It's so fucking dumb, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, how are you gonna force everybody to go EV and then you're gonna force people now to pay fucking 50 cents per mile?
You're not pretty
That's
much
fucking dumb.
now you're penalizing EV vehicle drivers and shit.
It's
crazy.
Well, I think that's why they're not really pushing anymore, right?
No,
like
so-
they pushed it back or something. So because all the dealers, the car manufacturers were like, we're not doing this or something like that.
No, so here's what they're doing is, according to the article, is they're doing pretty much a what do you call it? A testing where they're gonna have a certain group of people that's gonna do it and see how it looks, and then they're gonna probably test it out for maybe like a year, maybe, and then they're gonna see if they can implement it into because it's not officially passed or ratified yet. So it's like they're just proposing it.
They force everybody to go to fucking electric, right? And then the gas prices are so fucking high in California that people are like, it's a good idea. Let's go fucking EV. Makes sense. Now they're losing money, but they don't want to lower the gas prices, right? They don't want to fucking give people incentives to buy gas vehicles, but they give incentives to buy electric vehicles. Now they're losing money. Now they want to charge electric to it doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah.
California is so fucking retarded, dude.
And
It pisses me off.
there's no clear cut price, because I was just in Big Bear yesterday, last night, and before we left, we were trying to.
Did you guys rent a car?
No, we found the car.
Oh, okay, cool.
But like I was comparing, I was like, maybe we can make the quarter tank and make it down to like maybe like Barstow or Lucerne Valley. Anyways, the freaking gas prices are like what, 560, 510, 540
Yeah,
there.
it's fucking stupid.
Big Bear was more cheaper, and I was paying for about 80. What is it? 80, 87 is the lowest, right? 89 is the mid.
Yeah.
So 89, I was paying like 480 in Big Bear or something like that.
Jesus.
I was like, that's a lot better than paying like 560, 510.
That's true.
You know what I mean? I was like, damn, the prices just go, it's just everywhere, up and down.
Look, man, I used to hate the fact of like gasoline versus hybrid cars versus electric and shit like that.
Right.
I'm a huge supporter of hybrid vehicles now.
Yeah.
I know it sounds fucking for all the diesel head because, we grew up diesel heads too.
Right.
But like, it's the most efficient. Gas fucking sucks because it's expensive. And that shit fluctuates more than fucking female hormones. Right. But hybrid vehicles, dude, me and this fool, we went to fucking California on a full tank of gas, had a full tank, like not even on E.
Yeah.
Driving around for like 2-3 days, right?
Yeah.
And then before we even left, we didn't even need to fill up, right?
Yeah.
But we did it anyways, just to fucking, so we don't fucking mid-road get fucked.
Yeah.
Spent like $50, $60.
Yeah, hybrid.
I believe it.
Yeah, hybrid for
fucking
traveling
crazy.
is like a huge game changer for sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
For us,
fill up
yeah.
as much gas, and then you don't have to stay in a station for 30 minutes charging your Tesla or
Dude.
whatever,
Fuck that, even longer. Do you see
Yeah.
those lines? You have to wait. Like, I don't understand EV people at all. There's not enough fucking chargers, right?
Yeah.
I understand the concept of like, it may be more cost effective, but everybody knows time is the most valuable thing. Now you're sacrificing time to charge your fucking car. You just sit there, play fucking video games on your phone and scroll like social media. No, dude.
Yeah. That's still,
I'm trying to get shit done.
It's still early stages. It's going to be, there's still at least 20, 30 years, I think. Maybe 20.
Yeah, but you see like all these, like they imposed that law where every car manufacturer needed to have a certain amount of EV vehicles in their fleet, right? So many companies were like, fuck that. We're not going to do that. Now they're fighting back, and then EV's taking a shit. Even Tesla. Did you see the recent news that there was a leaked email?
I didn't know about the email, no.
No.
There's a recent leaked email that said that Elon Musk is not putting Tesla as a priority, and he's putting AI as a priority.
That's always been his goal anyway. I'm not surprised.
No, but like it's confirmed though.
Right, yeah.
So like now what happens to all the people who've invested into the electric cars? They're looking for, autopilot still. They're looking for a Cybertruck and all these things. You know what I mean? But
I think he's still gonna deliver. It just takes time, but he knows the bigger picture of it. Like that's why he's focusing on SpaceX. He's focusing on Neuralink. and then he's focusing on like the Boring Company. You know, they all have 3 things that they're tackling for like issues that we can solve. Boring Company would be like infrastructure on how we use or like our roads and all that. It would change, but it's too early. And then Neuralink, there's a lot of like what do you call it? Resistment, especially with Neuralink, because it's so invasive. You know what I mean? You're letting people put chip into your freaking your neurological like body and all that. And then third is like freaking SpaceX. You know, he's trying to make rockets where it's able to be sustainable for a long period of time versus like how NASA was doing it originally. They were spending billions of dollars just to launch one shuttle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
but didn't even well, I think what's their name? NASA and Boeing just launched a successful ship to space, didn't they? Just recently?
they did. The issue is not going to space, right? It's more about what's sustainable, meaning like what's going to be cost effective.
Yeah.
And once you launch those once you launch those rockets, you can't use it again. It's like it's pretty much either launching to space, but with Elon Musk, he's still reusing those same rockets. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's recycling it.
He's pretty much recycling where he can still sustain it and not lose that much money. So it's like that's why a lot of companies are trying to invest into his idea. But like I said, it's not going to be happening in our lifetime by the time we get to Mars. I mean, I would hope it would, but
have we been to the moon? Have we been to the moon?
I think there's a lot of conspiracy on it, yes. But I mean, I think we did. But at the same time, there's a lot of fucking shady ass shit with it, which actually kind of makes sense too. So I mean,
has there been an actual confirmed? Okay, no, being realistic, right? Like I don't really know much about this. I just know the whole bullshit story about fucking the first landing on the moon.
Right.
But how come no one's ever been back? Have we been back?
I don't know. But
you know what I mean?
You know, there's proof.
Why is everybody trying to go to Mars instead? Because they want to be the first man on Mars? I get that.
That was just a political power, I think.
You know what I mean? But it's like there's no confirmed moon landing.
True. But it's not that there's also not a confirmed one. It's just the proof with it
was trash.
Like when you look at the Neil Armstrong boots that he supposedly used for the moon, it had rivets on the sole, but on the print of the moon, the footprint, I guess they did have rivets, so it didn't match the footprint. That's the conspiracy about it. That's one of the conspiracies, right?
Yeah.
But like, I mean, I don't know, man. I feel like there's more deeper stuff that I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it's fucking, what's that one sci-fi movie, Moonfall, with a bunch of like aliens or some shit?
They were like, fuck that, get out of here. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, maybe it could be that. I don't know. I mean, I don't have proof of that either, but
if it's fake or real, if it's fake, then it's kind of crazy to think about how they were able to trick the world into believing that US was the first one on the moon and to gain this extra hand on during the Cold War.
Right.
You know, and if you think about it, it's kind of like a crazy smart play.
It takes about 3 days for a spacecraft to reach the moon. During that time, a spacecraft travels at least 240,000 miles, which is the distance between Earth and the moon. The specific distance depends on the specific path chosen.
Yeah.
How long did it take to get to the moon in 1969?
4 days.
4 days, 6 hours, and 45 minutes.
They've shaved off pretty much a day.
Yeah. Well, almost 2 days.
Almost 2 days.
Yeah. No, it's about, a day and a half.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? Like, I've met some people where they say it's like impossible, even in modern technology days. And for me, it's just like, there's no way, dude. It's very possible, I think.
To get to the moon, you're saying?
Hell yeah, 100%. For us, for our modern technology now, I'm not saying we're not at that point where we can do like space travel, right? Because I'll be long dead by then. But science-wise, it's very possible for the moon. Mars is more difficult because we don't have technology where we can sustain our bodies for what is it, more than X amount of years. It would take forever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We'd have to master, I don't know, speed of light or some shit.
Oh, dude, did you hear about that guy that got frozen like way back in the day? It's time to unfreeze him, right? But he's waiting for science to unfreeze him because we're not there yet. So he's still frozen.
But how much money?
And we don't know if he's actually going to be alive. He's just frozen.
But how much money is it costing to sustain him, though? That's the question, though.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
But do you know what I'm saying?
He must be rich. I get what you're saying. He's waiting.
My question is like, who's there to like confirm when it's time? Like, what if the technology is out there and they're like, hey, dude, we're still getting money from this fool. Let's just keep him isolated to like,
Yeah, it's
his
probably
bank
like,
accounts drown.
Dude, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's got to be a foundation or a government like
yeah.
entity that's funding this shit.
If it's government entity, then it reminds me of Idiocracy.
Yeah,
Dude, you guys gotta watch that one Netflix show, 3 Body Problem.
I haven't seen
Fucking it's there's a
Dude, I don't have Netflix, bro.
Fuck, I forgot we can't share Netflix.
I'm fucking boycotting Netflix like that
Damn.
chick boycotting Dragon Factory, bro.
We forgot we can't share Netflix accounts
Oh,
anymore.
I know, right? That's just dumb.
So,
Did you guys see the roast?
Yeah.
Tom Brady, yeah.
But did you see? I don't know if you guys are huge fans of like Tony Hinchcliffe or anything.
I
Or,
just
like, the Kid
started.
Tony.
Yeah.
They just did a large show about like a month ago or a month and a half ago at the Kia Forums in California.
Yeah.
Dude, this whole time they're just booing Netflix because I get Netflix is like there, right? And Tony's trying to work out a deal with Netflix or whatever. The whole crowd, it's based out in California, is booing Netflix the whole time.
Really? Wow.
And I'm just like, damn, this whole cancel culture thing is kind of toxic, man.
It is.
You know, but at the same time, it's also really good because it lets the users, right? Like the actual people who are like consumers of these products share their fucking thoughts on these things. And I think that's one of the greatest things because now we get to exercise our fucking First Amendment rights, right?
Right.
But at the same time, it's crazy to hear that on a live fucking, like, I don't know.
Have you guys listened to Slim Shady?
Yeah.
The new song?
Dude, Eminem is just the best, dude.
Yeah.
Nobody can fucking do it like Eminem. I feel like Eminem is the only one that him and 50 are the only ones that never really sold out. But like Eminem is like really, really the one that never really sold out. Because 50 went and did like a whole bunch of other things, right? I'm not calling him a sellout, but he just went the other direction. Whereas Eminem has always been like a lyricist, like true to the fucking music.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
I don't think Kendrick Lamar sold out either. He's still staying true to his stuff.
Yeah.
It's just not his style.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like he's just like a true artist. Like, like he's been in the game the longest so far that hasn't sold out. He probably hasn't even sold out his asshole to P. Diddy or anything like that.
Yeah, Eminem's probably I think Eminem's for sure a GOAT. He'll go down in history as the GOAT.
Yeah, for sure. He already is.
Yeah.
He already is.
Would you say Snoop sold out? Snoop?
Yeah. He's
Really?
like, I don't know, man. He's like more of an entertainer now.
Well, okay, well, I get it. When you're looking for different avenues of like income, I get it, right? He's always gonna
I get that.
But like, I don't necessarily think he sold out. He's still him. You know what I mean?
Oh, I see what you're saying. Like you like he didn't switch up his personality.
He didn't switch up.
Yeah,
he didn't switch up like
in that case, yeah,
like that. Not.
But I guess you're right because I see Eminem in like other commercials too every once in a while. So I get it.
Yeah.
Is he able to like? Does he have the likability like Snoop? No,
not as big.
No. Yeah, like Snoop is. You can just tell like he's likable all throughout.
You'll hear Snoop's songs mixed in DJs in the club still.
Yeah.
Eminem, they won't play Eminem's club songs.
He's too offensive.
Yeah.
You like if you're trying to like,
but it's style too. It's not really.
Yeah, but at the same time, what I'm saying is like they're gonna play the most popular songs that get everybody riled up, right? Eminem doesn't appeal to that. He appeals to like other things. Whereas like
he's a lyricist, yeah.
Dude, he's destroyed so many rappers' careers.
He's considered the boogeyman in rappers, you know.
Hey yo, are you guys DTF? Direct to film. Go to WAKUPrints.com and get your transfers. 15% off on your first order when you subscribe to the email list. You can have a new fucking shirt every damn day. All it does is take 15 seconds to heat press it onto a blank shirt, and you get a fucking new shirt every day.
Damn.
Literally, it takes 15 seconds, and you get 15% off. These motherfuckers at WAKU Prints love 15 seconds.
Damn. It's how long I last.
Hell yeah.
Girl spiders is comparable to a bee sting unless a person is highly allergic. So
Okay.
If you're highly allergic, you're fucked anyways. So
Yeah.
makes sense.
Basically, these are just an invasive species that are not normally common in the U.S. to be found, and they're just starting to pop up more and more frequently in the U.S.
It makes sense. It's kind of like the Africanized bees.
Yeah.
Remember where we had that episode? You guys can see that here with
Yeah.
our pest control friend. He basically says that Africanized bees are fucking terrifying, man. Like you see videos of people like getting fucked up over Africanized bees. They will sting you from like 600 fucking like feet away and shit. It's
Are
crazy.
these like the different type of bees where they sting you once and then they're dead, or is it they can sting you multiple times like hornets?
Yeah. So when like a regular honeybee,
Yeah.
it's just they kind of just go
They're
up.
harmless. They're,
Yeah, they
they're
float around, they do whatever, right?
Right.
But when they get breaded with Africanized bees,
Oh.
they just fucking attack you for no fucking reason.
So they're like
Yeah.
fucking just as bad as like hornets and
Yeah.
wasps and shit like that.
Well, they still sting and die, but like hornets, they can sting you repeatedly.
Yeah.
Africanized bees, once they sting you, they like come and they don't fucking leave. So like
It's crazy.
our buddy said that if you get stung, just fucking run and just keep running.
Yeah, it's something with the pheromones, right?
Yeah,
When they
'cause they-
sting you, right?
Yeah. They leave a trail and all the other fuckers come to get you.
This week's WAKU of the Week is Jaylen Brown at 27 years old. He plays multiple instruments, knows multiple languages. He's the youngest person to ever lecture Harvard and got an offer to intern at NASA, but he rejected it to play the NBA. Yeah, dude's a fucking beast.
He's a beast.
I mean, at 27 years old, he's accomplished a lot, you know?
I mean, the good thing for him is, you know how like the idea with athletes coming broke and all that. He's set. You know what I mean?
I think this kid did really smart. I think
Yeah.
what he did was really, really smart. Like he could have went to NASA and got paid like whatever money, but he was like, fuck that. I'm going to go into the sports where it's a
Yeah.
high paying gig.
Yeah.
And then he's going to actually get like some type of recognition for it,
Right.
establishing himself, right? Smart. He's young. He can do it. If he went to NASA, no one would know his fucking story,
For sure.
right? So he's really, really smart, like to go and do that. And
Yeah.
then,
I was looking at his parents. His parents are really smart too. I forgot exactly what they did, but they're very highly educated people as well.
yeah, I bet he's probably Nigerian,
More,
dude.
more power to him though.
He's probably Nigerian, huh?
I don't know.
I'm gonna stand. I'm
He's
stand.
American. Jaylen Brown.
I'm standing with the Nigerians being super fucking smart.
I mean,
He's what, 6'6", right? He's 6'6", right? He's freaking tall too.
Well, yeah, you got to be when you're playing basketball like that. But
Yeah.
just to be like brawn and brains, it's pretty insane, dude.
Yeah,
I like
We'll see.
I like people who like change the narrative like he does. You know what I mean?
he definitely lived in WAKU.
does teeth matter when dating someone?
Honestly, I think it does matter because a lot of people would correlate healthy teeth with good habits,
Yeah.
right? Like
If you can't do it, then
yeah, and like of course, like you don't want to be with a girl that has some fucking nasty ass teeth.
right.
But
then
also, like at the same time, women don't want to be with guys who have nasty ass teeth because then it just kind of shows like your sign of hygienes, right?
But let's look at a different perspective now. What if they had a condition
Mm.
where they kind of, even though it's unavoidable? I don't know I don't know what the name of the conditions are, but what if they had a really heavy dental condition?
I mean, there's conditions out there like where they just naturally they just normally have bad breath, you know, and they just can't get rid of it and stuff like that. For me personally, I personally don't really care too much about how the teeth look as long as they look clean.
Yeah, I
You know.
feel you on that one.
Yeah, like I don't care if they're crooked as much or whatever, they're not straight, not perfect, whatever. You can always fix that with braces. But as long as they're like they look like they're at least maintained, there's not like plaque growing on them.
What if they filed it down to make it look like vampire teeth?
Oh, that'd be sick.
Yeah, I think that'd be pretty
down with that.
Dude,
I'm fucking down. I'm so fucking down with that shit.
So she uses teeth on you.
that's some gothic shit.
Dude, I love I love gothic women.
Then
Just
she,
saying, I'm putting it out there. Gotta manifest this shit. My girl's gonna be so mad.
You're gonna have comments that, do you want to die right now? Freaking like freaking all those like gothic ass chicks. Nothing matters. I don't conform to life.
I didn't have the greatest fucking teeth growing up either.
Yeah.
I needed braces. You know what I mean? I know my kid needs braces, so it probably is a genetic thing, but yeah, it is what it is.
Mhm.
Dude, braces changed me. I used to not smile all the time.
Yeah, same.
But then after the 2.5, 3 years of braces, fucking when I walked out of the dental and I looked at my rearview mirror, I was like, the fuck?
Who's this good looking ass dude right here?
Nice.
I actually liked having braces. I thought,
Yeah.
because I feel like it makes you look cuter. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Well, mine was hard because my upper palate was narrow. So they had to put this device where it widens my upper palate.
So you had a fucking, did you have a whole fucking,
A what?
like one of those things?
No. It wasn't like a full, it wasn't
Like
a full,
headgear?
it wasn't a full headgear, but the thing different from that, mine different from other people was it wasn't just, I didn't have braces just for the teeth. They have like these things where it's like a clamp thing where it widens your mouth, your your
Oh, I
palate.
see.
And so every day I had to tighten it. So I would put this freaking like, look, it looks like an Allen wrench type of,
Yeah.
and you put it in the hole and you crank it down.
Damn.
So you widen
Jesus
you widen the top of your mouth each day.
God damn.
And then I got so fucking motivated one time. I got so motivated one time. I was like, you know what? I want this now. Crank. I'm 7 days ahead. Crank. And I'm like, oh dude, it was so sore, dude. It was crazy.
Wait, did that fuck anything up though when you cranked it like that or no?
Not just getting soreness because you're stretching out your mouth, right?
Yeah.
But like at the same time, it's like you're supposed to do it gradually.
Yeah.
Like I was instructed, but there was days where I was getting near the end of it. I was like, you know what? Let's take it up a notch. We're saying 3, you know.
Yeah.
I'm like cranking it down and shit.
That's crazy.
But in terms of like what hindered me the most in like having that was eating. Eating was probably the worst because I didn't eat as much as I would normally do. I eat a lot.
Yeah.
So I would eat less. And then not only that, you have to worry about cleaning it because food would get on top. There's a gap between the roof of your mouth and the metal widener, right? So food would get in that gap and you have to like, it's like a freaking like a, you know, you're cleaning like a tunnel or some shit.
Yeah.
Like, and you're just doing that.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I'm totally cool with teeth being fucked up. Do I want it to be like that all the time? No. Eventually, like I feel like there's certain things that you would know that it's just like bad signs, like staining of the teeth. That's normal. Like you drink coffee, drink wine,
Right.
you're gonna get staining of the teeth.
Taking care of your teeth actually is really good for a male's health as far as like
Mental health.
getting not
No.
mental health, but like
Your
with erections.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
It actually helps with your cardiovascular health and all that.
Yeah.
stuff.
So like they said that if you don't brush your teeth at night, you're more likely to develop plaque, and plaque goes into your body and it starts to
Oh wow.
clog up your arteries.
Oh
Yeah. So like
yeah.
there's proven research theories out or proven research that shows that plaque buildup in the mouth leads to erectile dysfunction and heart attacks.
Ugh.
Yeah.
You know, this is gonna sound like an ad placement, but like you want shiny teeth, you know, you like these like nice pearly whites, right? The secret actually, so I saw this dentist who was talking about it, and I changed the way I brushed my teeth because of this dentist, and I seen great improvements in like the color of my teeth. I even at work, back when I was working at the club, they were like, "Oh, your teeth are so white. Do you do anything?" And the secret is actually you eat jizz.
Wait, what?
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. When you brush your teeth, you actually leave the foam and residue in it. You don't
Oh,
rub
yeah.
down with water, and then you don't drink anything for about 30 minutes until it like actually gets soaked in, kills all the plaque and all that stuff in your teeth.
I tried that, but eventually I got lazy because I was leaving the fluoride, whatever the toothpaste
Yeah.
in there, and it was working. It's just it's time.
It's like oil pulling.
Yeah, it's like oil pulling.
You ever heard of oil pulling, where you like use coconut oil and then you just swish it back and forth for fucking 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Just keep swishing it back and forth, keep it in your mouth.
But
Yeah.
oil
And it's supposed to be like super good for your
Oil pulling goes really deep. It's not just coconut oil.
Yeah.
There's benefits to like using like other oils, but it's not mainly for teeth. It's for like health purpose. Like a lot of like the hippies,
Yeah.
they'll use like oil pulling for like avocado oil or something like that, or what was it, like hemp oil or something like that.
Wait, how is that process to just leave the toothpaste in your mouth? How's that inconvenient?
What do you mean? Well, no, it's because
you eat like afterwards.
because
or you gotta
the steps where I was going, I was in a rush.
Yeah.
I didn't always have to leave it like 20-30 minutes.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? I mean, there's a way to fix it, right? You can just wake up early if you want to do that way, and if you have something to do, just time management.
Yeah.
I get it. It's possible. I'm not saying it's impossible.
Like for me,
But for me, I got lazy, to be honest.
oh, okay. Yeah, because
it's
for me,
what
all
I'm
I do is I just brush my teeth and I just go do something.
about your day.
Yeah, about my day till it's like then I have to eat. Well,
So like, are you foaming at the mouth still? When
no,
you're going
no.
out
So
there?
I wipe off everything in my
Oh,
mouth.
okay.
I spit out the excess, but I don't rinse it with water.
Is there like different like toothpaste you're supposed to use for this shit? What if you're using like whitening, like it like has bleach and shit?
I don't think I would recommend using whitening just because it does like take on the
And enamel,
a little
yeah.
bit, you know.
Yeah.
I just use regular Tom's toothpaste, fluoride free stuff, you know.
So, like-
I don't use anything
like-
crazy.
So fluoride free.
yeah, I use fluoride free.
see.
Yeah, I just don't like fluoride.
See, you gotta be fucking. You gotta be like.
I've used
You gotta
both.
really
I've used
talk
both.
about this shit because like you gotta give bad advice and then somebody's gonna be like, oh my god, my fucking teeth are falling out.
Well,
You know?
the reason I don't go for fluoride because of the whole conspiracy behind it, you
Yeah.
know.
But it's actually good for your teeth. Like if you like, there's so many debunks of like different
Yeah.
things, like aspartame, like
Yeah.
you know what I mean, or like the phenylalanine, whatever. Yeah,
I think
it's like
I know
it's like a sugar substitute, but like because it's labeled as a carcinogen, like aspartame, right?
Yeah.
So like they legally have to disclose like aspartame can do this, and this,
Yeah.
but then like alcohol does the same fucking thing.
Yeah. Same
But
thing.
people- but
Even barbecue.
Yeah, and but like we all fucking eat barbecue, we
Yeah.
all fucking drink Coke, and we all fucking drink alcohol till we get fucked up. But
Yeah.
chewing gum, it's like you don't want to do it because there's aspartame in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I get like small children, you don't want to do that shit to them, but it doesn't make sense. Like you choose one thing over another, and then
Dude, speaking of bubblegum, fuck, I know I'm going off topic, but there's this one devious fucking user on TikTok. The guy was using fucking used bubblegum. He disinfects it, the process of it. And then he repackages it and he puts it back on the store shelves, bro. Fucking crazy.
What the fuck?
Yeah, dude. I was like, dude, you are an evil ass person.
That's
dude.
disgusting.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy.
Check me out. You see me on the road, I'm in hustle mode, real estate mogul, commercial real estate.